Hello everyone, today I want us to talk about numbers, grade 7, strand 1. And before we talk about numbers, I want us to do an introduction so that we understand everything about numbers. Then from there we start diving in. Welcome. So first thing I'm going to talk about is what we call the number system. We start with the number. The numbers are classified into two. We have real numbers and we have what we call imaginary numbers. Imaginary numbers. So real numbers are any numbers you can think of. Those are what we call real numbers. For now, we are not going to talk about imaginary numbers because it's not up to this level. Then under real numbers, we have two types of real numbers. We have rational numbers, irrational number. A rational number is a number that can be expressed as a fraction where the denominator is not equal to 0. Then irrational number are numbers that can only be expressed as a fraction. So let's talk about rational numbers. So for rational numbers, we have fractions. Are rational numbers. We have integers. Then finally we have what we call decimals. Then for irrational numbers, we have said irrational numbers are numbers that cannot be expressed as a fraction, so they can be decimals. For this case, we are going to talk about decimals, although we have other type of irrational numbers called known as surds. So these are two types of rational numbers. Yeah, so let's try to look at fractions. For fractions, we have three types of fractions. So for fractions, we have three types. We have a proper, fraction. We have what we call an improper, fraction. Then we have what we call a mixed fraction. Then if I can talk about this, a proper fraction is where you find the numerator is smaller than the denominator. That is what we call a proper fraction. For example, here we can say e.g. we have 2 over 3. So 2 is smaller than 3, therefore that is a proper fraction. And in proper fraction, you find that the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Therefore, that is an improper fraction. For example, we can have 3 over 2. The numerator is bigger than the denominator. Therefore, that is what? An improper fraction. A mixed fraction is when you mixed whole numbers and what? And a proper fraction. For example, we can have 2 over 3. So 3 is a whole number, 2 over 3 is a proper fraction. So that is when you have what we call a mixed fraction. So decimals are part of rational numbers. Decimals, we have two types. We have what we call terminating decimals, and non-terminating and non-terminating decimals. Non-terminating decimals are also known as recurring decimals. Then let's talk about integers. So we have integers. Also for integers, we have three parts. We have the negative, we have the zero, and we have the positive. So we will say the negative integer, we have the zero, and we have the positive integer. But these two are also known as whole numbers. Positive integers are also known as natural numbers. So let's talk about natural numbers. Natural numbers are also divided into three parts, that is even numbers, we have odd numbers, then we have prime numbers. So for natural numbers, they are divided into three: even numbers, numbers divisible by 2, odd numbers, numbers which are not divisible by 2, a prime number, a number that is only divisible by 1, and itself. So this is what we call a number system. I will not talk about surds because for this level we cannot talk about surds. As I said, I have not talked about imaginary numbers and irrational numbers because for this level we just need to understand this. Then as we move forward, we will now insert these other concepts. Thank you.